Hello and welcome to the Serrano Show and New Jersey Pulse News. Today we'd like to talk about Jerry Speziale. Now, Jerry Speziale was the former sheriff of Passaic County. He left Passaic County in a controversial move where he went to work for the New Jersey Port Authority. Speziale has since moved to Alabama, where he was the chief of police. He's now suing the Port Authority for his position, and I guess the controversial matter that happened over there. Jerry Speziale endorsed Joey Torres for mayor of the city of Paterson. He also contributed financially to his campaign, and ultimately Jerry Speziale was given the job of director of the city of Paterson, police director that is. It's been a week and a half for Speziale. Actually, it's been 3 weeks since he's been sworn into office. He's since put up his house for sale in Wayne. It's over $1 million if you're interested. And he's now living in the 6th ward of the city of Paterson. Now, we know Jerry Speziale personally, and he's a man with a lot to prove and a lot to lose. Now, I say that because I know the folks in the city of Paterson. If you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, they're very convinced that you'll continue on that track. So, Speziale has been visiting certain meetings and community events, and he's been out there. He's been out there trying to prove himself to this community, to the community of Paterson, rather, that he is the man. He's the man in the community. He's the man when you are in trouble to call. He's the man that's going to tell you what's going on with the Paterson Police Department. He's the guy. Living in the 6th ward gives him the opportunity, in Paterson, gives him the opportunity that when he is called, he can easily leave his apartment, because he is currently renting in the 6th ward, and show up at a crime scene and show the people of Paterson that he is there, always. So Jerry Speziale, a lot to lose, is trying to prove himself that he's the guy, he's the right police director for the city of Paterson. This is Speziale's, one of his public appearances, and we just wanted you to hear what he has to say and how he reacts with the community. Jerry Speziale, the new police director of the city of Paterson, New Jersey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be here again. I'm Jerry Speziale, new police director, your former sheriff. They asked me to come down to speak with you as part of this Block Neighborhood Watch Association, so that I could give you ways that you can help me and the law enforcement component, the Paterson Police Department, to better help and serve you in the community so that we can achieve a safer Paterson. So how do we do that? There's so many different ways to look at this. One is the most important, as far as I'm concerned, is community collaboration. We need to have the community collaborate with us, the law enforcement, and what does that mean? I just came from Alabama after a year, and when I first walked in there, we had crime. It was the 6th most violent city in the state of Alabama. Killings every day. Shootings non-stop. It was similar to what we're facing here in the city of Paterson. Within a year, we were able to get rid of that. It was non-existent. How did we do it? You know, the way we were able to do it was through community collaboration, police saturation, similar things that we're doing here in the city of Paterson. But the most important component was the community being able to not be afraid to call the police and not just turn a blind eye when something happens and say, I didn't see that. Or no, I didn't witness anything. Because that doesn't help us. If we're going to be able to help you, we need you to see us as being legitimate. Once you see us as legitimate and realize that we're legitimate partners with you, then you will realize that we have the same common interest in achieving a safer Paterson. So we need your help. We need you to provide the data. We need you to call us and tell us where these problems are. We need to know who's creating these problems. That's the way we're going to do it together. We certainly are not going to be able to do this alone. We need to do it together. Yeah, we will use mobile precincts. And I just got off the phone on the ride over here with the Passaic County Prosecutor's Office about different assets, about telescopic cameras, so that when we put these mobile precincts out, now we're not only putting it on one end, but I can put it in 5 other blocks and have telescopic cameras that will be able to simulcast it back to the mobile precinct. So now we're not watching one area, we're watching other areas. There'll be other confidential assets that we will be using. We also talked about using what we call the Rapid Deployment Force, which is a team of officers that come from the entire county that the prosecutor controls. There's Paterson officers, there's officers from the prosecutor's office. It's called a Rapid Deployment Team. So we can use them during the days to put them out in the street to have better police presence. That's another thing that we can do. Some of the other things that we talked about were adding to our ceasefire unit. I spoke to the chief of police, and I talked about the adjoining towns bringing in, because we have, like people talk about, spillover, or having people that, maybe come in from, and I'm not going to pick on a town, whether it be Prospect Park, or Haledon, or Totowa, or another neighboring community that may be coming in, Elmwood Park, could be from another Fairlawn. Who knows where our problems are coming from? Some of our problems may be coming from Newark and Jersey City, so we've already reached out to them. So we're looking to do to create a task force and try and bring some of those officers in so that we can work together and better share our intelligence. So these are some of the things that are just starting. I've only been here for a week and a half, but I obviously hit the ground running. The benefit that I have is I know everybody. I've been here, and this is home, okay? I am living in the 6th Ward over right off of Main Street, and I'm here. So you're getting me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I was at the council meeting all night long, and I was here first thing this morning making sure that we were going to continue with our efforts and not going to stop. So my door is open to every one of you. And please, don't be afraid to call me. I've received a number of emails for complaints from different people that were forwarded to me from the council. I immediately respond back, and no less do I respond back. I personally go out and look at the situation. I'll send a cop teams to go there right away, but I'm also going to go out and I want to see the situation so that I know how we can best talk to the chief, come up with a comprehensive plan, and figure out how we're going to solve it. So I just don't send a cop car over there, get rid of this problem for 5 minutes, and then it comes back 5 minutes later. So together is how we're going to solve this. Right? Community collaboration is the most important component of working together and making sure that we achieve a safer Paterson. Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Jason White, and anybody who knows me know I'm pro-life, but I haven't always been that way. So, in your new position, I want to ask you, what do you think about, the police being held to the same standard that we are held to? I mean, do you think it's right for them? If you commit a crime, I believe you should go to jail, but do you think it's right for them to beat them up? And,
no. Let me tell you my philosophy. And I've said this many times, and I said it from Alabama to here in Paterson, New Jersey, back home. We are going to balance vigorous crime-fighting efforts with just as vigorous protection of constitutional rights and civil liberties. So that's why I need that community collaboration and that component. We're going to balance those crime-fighting efforts, but I want to balance them with just the same protection of those civil rights and constitutional rights that you have.
Then we have a chance that if that's done, because as I said, you can't ask somebody to give something away.
Correct.
Replace it with something. Because, the police is a hero for the immediate shot. In fact, I've heard the rallies and all that. That's what I heard of. I was walking down Broadway, officer just when I was looking at the police, decided he want to put me in the car and run my name. I'm ready for the police to do nothing.
What we got to realize is it's not us against you. We need to be together.
Right.
This is a partnership. We need to become partners in achieving a safer Paterson. That's what we all want, isn't it? If that's what we all want, we can't fight with each other. We need to become a cohesive group, and and work together to make a safer Paterson. I was born here. I want to see the safer Paterson. Okay? Jerry, so I'm here. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm committed. And if you know me, I've met with our Councilwoman Cotton, and she called me, and she said to me, you know, I'm sorry, Director, to bother you. You know, I need to see if we could get together. I didn't want to bother you on your cell phone. I said, Councilwoman, you can call me 24 hours a day. And the next morning we met, we had breakfast, and guess what? We spent 4 hours riding around the fourth ward and looking at every single problem. So I'm committed to work with you. I need to know what those issues are. Are we going to solve them overnight? Absolutely not. It didn't take overnight to create this. So it's going to take a partnership and time to get this back in order. And once we do, and we all take ownership, and we all become stakeholders, that's how we win with the goal. Well, that's why I said that combining task forces, bringing in, you know, other assets, utilizing mobile precincts, and, you know, quality of life cars, and special operation details, having, you know, narcotics and warrants, and our federal counterparts committed to help us. You know, like I said, the community. This is all going to become something that is going to be, together we're going to be able to solve this. But here's what you have to realize. When you call for, and everybody needs to understand this, what most people don't understand, when you call for a noise complaint, here's how it works. This is just the 911 system, and I explained it to folks in Alabama. You call, and you make a complaint for noise. Here's what happens. You go in what we call the queue. It's just the way the computer-aided dispatch system works. It's a computer. So what does it do? It prioritizes jobs by the importance of a job, how it feels, what is more important or what's more life-threatening, let's say. So what happens is you call them with noise. You feel that you called at 9 o'clock. Well, you think that at 9:05 you should have a car. What you don't realize is there was a 5-car accident at 9:04, you know, a minute after you, and that took 3 cop cars. And then right after that, you had somebody that called and said there was a burglary or an alarm that, you know, a robbery alarm, let's say. And then there was something else where somebody was having a heart attack. So what happens is it starts knocking your call down. And then what ends up happening, and this is the truth, by the time you get to climb back up, then it starts happening again. And guess what? You start getting hammered down and hammered down and hammered down. You think that the cop just didn't want to come. That's not the case. What happened is the cop was responding to all of these other priority jobs, and by the time your call gets done, you know what time it is? It's 8 o'clock the next day. So, realistically, the mayor's commitment to put more police officers on the department is going to give us better, and the council is going to give us better resource allocation to use Paterson police officers. We have 17 that will come out of field training in August. That's going to give us 17 more, you know. And then when we get to 26, that's going to give us 26 more. And as we continue to spread with this and our counterparts, we'll do much better at what we're doing. But I think we have to set these mobile precincts up around bringing our counterparts. And you have to realize as well, if you want to be part of this, understand, we all have family members, me included, that violate the law. Let's face it, we all have a family member or a friend or somebody that don't want to follow the law. Well, guess what? We have to understand that if they don't, we can't be the first one that says, don't arrest her or don't arrest him because that's my cousin or that's my sister or that's my brother. If they violate the law and we want to achieve a safer Paterson, then we got to be together. We really do. That's what it really is going to take. We can't start saying, oh, time out. That one we can't do. It's either all in or all out. And that's how we'll be able to achieve this.
I really want to thank our director for coming. There hasn't been a time that I put a call out to him and he hasn't not responded. Let's give him a round of applause.